What's going on, guys? This is Jordan. I am personally in my Inventor Inferno Campfire God's Gift Garage at this moment, where I share these teachings and message. This is Adam. This is the first soul of humanity, Prometheus, the god of the fire, the feeling of the torch, information, truth of the Atlantean animus. So, guys, the animus is the ascension ladder, and the ascension ladder climb to heaven. Heaven is the place of presence, peak of presence, the pop on the sweet spot on the bat. The pop is the peak of presence, which is at 9 on the ascension ladder. I can feel right now, I want to do yoga or stretch. And my back, I'm kind of sitting at a weird angle. So if I correct myself here, if I did this properly beforehand, that would possibly correct this. So if I do this, I kind of like the brick background. I don't know what that is, but we could put something in the background. But more than likely, we're going to sit like this when we do our videos, just like this. Guys, this something comfortable, sit like this. And to know that the information we're digging into, I am sort of new to editing. So I'm going to learn how to edit these videos, put proper images in these videos, share the information that I want to share, and virtually channel a lot of this information that is channeled at the end of the day. Now, if I could get the lighting a little bit better, let's see where I would put, if I possibly put this in the background, possibly, let me see here. If I put the lighting here, you might be able to see me a little bit better. And virtually that I share with you that I do this first try. That's what I've been doing, is on the first attempt. And I haven't actually, this is pretty good lighting. But what I do is, a lot of times, what I've done in the past is not necessarily what I'm doing right now, and what I'm going to do is different things, and I'm going to learn the exact right way. I'm also going to make the brick wall the background, and probably going to put something there. And I'm going to play around with this and kind of see what makes sense. I could put something right there. I could put the whiteboard right there as well. I could put the whiteboard right there. Let me do it and just see what it looks like. And I'm going to get a kind of a feel for how we're going to make these videos. And I'm going to do that right now. There's a lot of information that I know that I want to share with you guys. And what I want to do, make sure you guys know who I am and make sure I know who you are as well. Because we will be working together. And many of us already are. So we will be working together. This is the whiteboard that I'm going to share with you. This is the old drawing as well. So I don't even know. We might erase that actually. The whiteboard, I kind of like the brick wall. And I kind of like, the image of that. So a lot of times I screenshot the whiteboard, but I don't necessarily have to. I screenshot the whiteboard, guys. What am I actually going to share on these videos? Well, a lot of stuff, a lot of things we're going to get into. And I've almost been, probably just put some water on this. I've almost been overwhelmed with how many ideas I have. And I've just got to find a way to share this and share this out here, guys. So here we go. So if I erase this whiteboard, and if you're with me, there's many variables that come into this video, such as editing, trimming the video, and so on and so forth. Now, what I'm going to share with you, and I'll share with you, is this, that I don't even know what I'm about to say. And there's a few teachers that have shared with this, and let me just go ahead and erase this before we even continue. Because we'll edit it. Surely we will edit this. Surely we will edit this. We will get, and I believe to get sponsored by YouTube, there's 3,000 watch hours of long form videos, and then also, or 3 million short video or views of short form. And so our goal is to increase our quality of content for the consumers of the channel, and to develop a system that the consumers are loving, and that way we can progress the process of this channel. And I would like to make episodes symbolizing each lives and remembering the communities of each life in detail. A lot of people have questions about what's the truth of humanity, what's the truth of the origins, and a lot of those things. Well, let me say that I believe if anyone knows the truth, it's me. That's what I believe. I believe if anyone knows the truth, it's me, and it's because I was there. And that's because I was there, and I stand firm on that. I stand very firm that I was there, and no questioning. I speak the absolute truth. I am the absolute truth. And if anyone knows, it's me. And that's what I speak, and that's what I become. And that's just what it is. And so the past, merging the past into the future to create eternal life. What it actually is. Eternal life, what life is. And notice my style is that I invent things as I go. So where do I get this information from? Right? So you got to think about that. Think about that type of stuff. Where do I get the information from? Where does all information come from? Consider this. Where does all the information come from? It comes from, think about it. What comes to mind? Drop in the comments below, right? Are we doing comments, by the way? Do we want to do comments? What kind of comments do we want? Well, possibly for feedback for the audience, to have the community for the audience, to have the audience involved, to get feedback, to have people ask questions, and so on. So that's why we want to have comments on, not off, although we've had other do off. We definitely want to have them on because we want to have an engagement encouraged. We want engagement to be encouraged so the audience can be involved. And so that, there we go. So the audience is involved. We want to have the audience involved in asking questions and also pointing the finger at things. Because we will be doing a lot of this together as every single life. We have done everything together as well. So we have a green and blue marker. I believe there's red and black somewhere. Green, blue. Here's black. Okay, gotta get all these details. Black is right here. There's some papers on kind of randomly around. I'm going to clean this up. We've had a lot of papers. Papers sometimes I'm pretty organized and I like to put things in a certain spot, although sometimes ideas happen spontaneously and you just kind of got to do it the best you can. And you can't always be perfect. So sometimes things happen. Things happen sometimes, and sometimes you have a mess for a little bit, and then you clean it up, and then that's fine. That's part of the process. Part of the process of life, ladies and gentlemen. Right here, it's clean. Oh, it's dirty. It's clean. It's dirty. It's clean. It's dirty. Right. So it starts here, comes out. Oh, and then it comes back in. Right. So anyway, guys, what do we get into? First thing I want to get into is start off with the Z. Make sure you can see. Can you guys see this very clearly? Can you see this? Is it because the way it's recording is I see it backwards. So you're going to see it a different way that I'm writing it than I can see it from my point of view. So here's the Z, which I want to write down is it starts with ZQ, then it goes PI, and then it goes HA. ZQ, PI, and HA. This is the code of the universe. This is the code of the universe. Which is Z. Then you have what we call the Metatron cube. Metatron cube is also the center of the campfire, which is the community combustion. This is the Metatron cube, which I call MC, right? And I always put a Z at the bottom. That's a whole nother thing. Then we're going to have E. So E, which is really the trident, which could be a W. So E equals W, which is equal to the end. So you end when you win, aka W. Always put a Z at the bottom. Z is the whole entire video. So the Z is the video in of itself. The Z is the phone. Everything is Z. So everything is Z. Once you understand that everything is Z, which is the very end, everything is included in the end. And so think of it in terms of the end of the game of, let's say we're playing basketball. The end of the game is the feeling of what? It's the feeling of W, winning. So when you win, that whole feeling of ending the game on a win is the feeling you feel the entire game. And you begin with the end of the game in mind, right? So Z. Choose your Z. Now, you go through the ABCs, which we call atoms, alliteration, ABCs. Atoms, alliteration, ABCs. Okay? Alliteration, the same word, the same lettered words multiple times in a row. Okay, multiple times in a row. Adam's alliteration ABCs is an alliteration. Okay, Adam's alliteration ABCs aligns automatically. A, right? C, creation cycle continuum consciousness, combustion the campfire, feels the family frequency, which wins whether or not now is informed, illumined, and in inferno of the now. Inferno of the now. So check out what I just did. That is the alliteration. So, okay. Now, the Z, and so now I'm thinking is, if I move this, I want to make sure we get this in the right spot, guys. So bear with me here. I want to put the recording in the exact right spot, the camera in the right exact spot. And I'm thinking if I move this to the side just a little bit, and if I go straight, there's the door. And do we want to see the door? Do we want to see the door? Do we want the whiteboard in front of the door? What's the exact angle we're going to work with? You know, what's the exact angle? And so we may do different angles. In this room, which is the God's Gift Garage, which is the mystery box, Scooby-Doo mystery van, we may put multiple backgrounds in this actual room. This may become our green room. Okay, so we may have a different sheet of paper, such as we have the yellow board. We have the yellow board here as well. We have the whiteboard. We have the yellow board. We have the whiteboard. Do we have a chalkboard? We can virtually make a video, a presentation, a teaching at any moment, at any time, using anything. And there's absolutely nothing we cannot turn into analogy. Check this out. Analogy art. This is automatic, alive, and freestyle in the feeling of the presence of principle in the moment. This is the metaphor in the moment. The magnetic mesmerizing mirror. Check out this. This is a coffee cup, and it continues caffeinating the cranium of what's the next C? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know the next C in the comments below. Of the coffee caffeinated in the cup. Coffee caffeinated in the cup. Let me know in the comments below what continuation, what category of continuation would you put into the ABCs? Drop in the comments below what you would put in the comments below right now. 12, 13, right here. This is a coffee. It's a caffeinated cup of coffee. Okay. If I stand here, where is here? Here is in my heart, in the home. H-E, eternal, everlasting. So it's everlasting, which means it lasts forever, and it's eternal. Okay? Eternal. Eternal, everlasting. This is etymology. Eternal, everlasting etymology. Real remembers and recognizes. Okay? What does it remember and recognize? Let me know in the comments below. In the E format. Evolve every evening. What's after that? You tell me. So this is the introduction to the Inferno, information, the book of life. Life is living forever and ever, eternal life. Okay? Everyone's main fear is death. If anyone dies, we're going to resurrect them. Under the laws in physics that we all know. By the way, don't die on purpose. This is just like Fortnite. It's just like Call of Duty. You ever have teammates that would it's almost like they would just die on purpose, and then you would just have to you'd have to save them or revive them, and it just would never stop. Or maybe you're that guy, right? All is good and all is fine. We're all a team. We're all learning together. Now, resurrection is very similar to a reboot in Fortnite. Once your team dies, as long as you're the last man standing, you can go back and reboot them. So our goal, and this is a goal, by the way, guys, this has not been fully achieved. This is a vision for humanity. Maybe it will play out in this life. Maybe it'll play out in 50 years from now. Maybe it'll play out 300 years from now. Maybe it'll play out 1,000 years from now. We don't know. But this is the goal for humanity. This is the next step, is to discover how resurrection works.